joining today. So today is going to be a good morning practice, a practice to help us to open and warm and awaken the whole body, brightening beneath the skin a little bit. So it's a lovely all-round practice for you, and you're not going to need any props, just your beautiful self. So let us start straight away. We'll sit together with the soles of the feet together and the knees separating in Baddha Konasana, cobbler's pose. Sometimes this is called butterfly pose. And we'll bring the hands to the fronts of the shins and just take a moment to settle, to sit tall. And if you're comfortable in your space, closing the curtains of the eyelids a moment and becoming aware of the body. Attuning to the sensations that are present in the body today. Attuning to the miracle of aliveness that's unfolding within us. And as best you can, throughout the practice today, just staying present and attentive to the body, fully inhabiting the body. So when you're ready, if the eyes are closed, gently blink the eyes open. Stay as you are. I'm just going to turn sideways so you can see a little better. We'll do cat-cow movement here today. As you inhale, you'll rock forward and up onto the sitting bones. Pelvis rolls forward, belly draws forward, chest forward, lift the gaze. And as you exhale, you can roll the pelvis back, curling and rounding through the spine, head and neck drops. Let's do a few more. Inhaling to find the little back bend, the lifting, and exhaling to round. Two more at your own pace. Find your own rhythm. And the next time you exhale and round back through the spine, let that be the last time. And from there, inhale to sit tall, head above the heart above the pelvis. And then we'll exhale, bring the hands to the outer knees, draw the knees in toward one another. And let's sweep the feet to one side, come forward onto all fours, hands and knees. Let's start with the knees under the hips today, and we'll pick up our left hand and slide it through underneath the archway of the right arm and lay down on the left shoulder, the left ear, the left temple. And then from here, let's pick up the right hand and reach the right fingertips up towards the ceiling or the sky, palm facing away in the same direction that you're facing, hand above the shoulder. And then let's release that right hand to mat and we'll unwind. Open the left arm to the left, turn and reach left fingertips to sky. And let's do that once more on this side. So threading the left arm underneath the right arm. Reaching the right fingertips up towards the ceiling. Releasing the right hand down onto the mat. Unwind, open, and reach the left fingertips. And then release, left hand to mat, tuck all 10 toes under, walk the hands back and let's sit the hips back on the heels so we can start to wake up the feet a little bit, right? I promised we get into as much of the body as we can today. And if it starts to feel too intense, right, lean forward a little bit or stand up on the shins. So from here, reach the arms, palms face forward, and we'll start to open and close the hands. And do this with a little bit of force, right? Like you've got little sparks flying from your fingertips. out into space, opening and closing the hands. And it probably will start off okay, and very shortly it starts to feel a little bit intense. Right, so now we can start to recruit the support of the breath a little bit. Right, practicing being with the intensity, calling upon your breath. Let's take a lovely deep breath in. Exhale, sigh it out. Keep going, one more breath, inhaling. Exhale to sigh it out. And last inhale. And exhale, draw the palms together and down through center to the heart, and just observe sensation in the hands and the forearms. Another moment, another breath. And then we'll come forward onto all fours, hands and knees. And you can untuck those lovely toes of yours, let them have a little break, and we'll move through to second side. So this time, right arm threads underneath the archway of the left arm, laying onto outer upper right arm, shoulder, ear, left fingertips to sky. And release, left hand to mat, press down, unwind, reach the right arm wide and up to the sky. And one more. Right arm reaching out to the left. Left fingertips reaching upward. Left hand to earth. Unfolding, unfurling, reaching, turning. And then right hand to mat. Take a moment, adjust the position of your hands now, beautiful one, so the hands are slightly forward of the shoulders, yeah? And we'll tuck the toes, lift the hips, and come into your first downward facing dog here. And just find any movement that feels really delicious for you, right? Any movement that feels as though it's going to invite lightness and brightness into your body beneath the surface of the skin. So you might bicycle through the legs, sway the hips, wag your tail, nod or shake your head. And then from here, let's inhale and roll through the spine, forward to a plank pose. Exhale, lower the knees to the mat, and come with me, slide your hips back towards your heels, child's pose. And on the in-breath, rising to all fours. And as you exhale, shift the weight forward, allow the front of the pelvis to just slide forward and down. Any amount that's comfortable for you, right? Just checking in with the lower back. And we'll stay for the in-breath here. And if it feels delicious, you might sway a little bit, a little lateral movement side to side, shoulders right to left. And on the out-breath, we'll press back to downward facing dog. And let's do that one more time together. So inhale, rolling forward to plank. Exhale, knees to earth, hips to heels, balasana, child's pose. Inhale to all fours. Exhale, shift forward, hips melting forward and down. Easy, full, invigorating in-breath here. And on the out-breath, release, tuck the toes, hips up and back again. Downward facing dog. Let's float the right leg up, three-legged dog, take an in-breath. And on the out-breath, right foot steps forward between the hands and lower the left knee to the mat. Let's sweep the arms up overhead. Inhale. And exhale, hands to prayer. Turn to the right, left elbow outside the right knee. Breathe in here. Exhale to release, hands to mat, and now we'll step our back foot forward to the top of the mat. Arrive in Uttanasana. Halfway lift, inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold forward. And then inhale, strong legs, rise to stand. Reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Keep flowing with me. Inhale, arms stretch up. Exhale, turn the toes out a little bit. Bend the knees, come and squat down into Malasana. Take an in-breath here. Exhale, hands to mat, lift the hips, toes forward, fold forward. Halfway lift, long spine, chest draws forward. Exhale, right foot steps back now. Lower the right knee, reach the arms. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, hands to heart, Anjali Mudra. Turn to the left, right elbow outside the knee. Breathe in here. Exhale, hands down and back to downward facing dog. Let's do all of that on the second side. Okay, so let's float the left leg up. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left foot steps through between the hands, right knee to mat, Anjaneyasana. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart. Turn to the left. Inhaling here. Exhale, hands to mat, step the back foot forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Press the feet down, inhale, rise up, reach up. Hands to heart, exhale. Reach the arms again, inhale. Exhale, turn the toes out a little, bend the knees, squat down just as far as is reasonable for you. Inhaling here. Exhale, lift the hips and fold forward. Halfway, inhale. Exhale, left foot steps back, left knee to the mat. Sweep the arms up as you inhale. Exhale, hands to prayer and turn to the right. Stay here for the in-breath. Exhale, release, step back, downward dog. And one more time for now. Inhale, roll through the spine, rock forward to plank. Exhale, knees to mat, hips to heels, child's pose. Inhale, rise to hands and knees, all fours. Exhale, slide the hips forward into that soft, supported, modified up dog. Stay for the in-breath, a little wriggle of the shoulders if you like. And on the out-breath, press back, downward facing dog. And just take one more breath here in down dog. Hands and arms reaching into the mat. Tops of thighs and sitting bones reaching up and back into the space behind you. And then we'll gently lower the knees to the mat. And let's come to sit, beautiful ones, and it's going to be your choice. So you might choose to sit in Sukhasana, right shin crossed in front of the left shin, feet towards opposite knees. If you have the range of motion here, you might choose to stack the shins, right, in Agni Stambhasana, fire log pose. Or you might come into Gomukhasana legs, right leg on top. So I'll let you choose your medicine today. I'm going to meet you in Gomukhasana legs. And then as you're ready, we're going to come just straight forward down the middle. Just a handful more breaths here. Awareness perhaps to the outer right hip or the lower back where you might feel the most sensation. And then allowing the awareness to spread like sunlight throughout the whole body, feeling the feeling of your whole body. And on the next in-breath, We'll gently rise and come upright. We'll take a little side bend, so just keep the legs however they are, whether they're in Sukhasana or shin stacked or Gomukhasana. We'll step our right hand to the right, reach the left arm up and over. And let's come back up to center. And we'll release and switch sides. Okay, so lean back, stretch the legs out, let the backs of the knees yawn open, and then we'll come into second side. Left shin in front, if you're taking Sukhasana. All of these shapes access the outer hip a little bit, right? Or left shin on top. See if you can have that left foot all the way across on top of the right knee rather than halfway down the calf. Or left knee on top in Gomukhasana legs. And be patient with yourself. Right, if Gomukhasana legs is new to you and you're not sure how to arrive into the pose, this is not the practice to learn that. We've just got a little droplet of time, so you might choose something that feels a little more accessible to you. And let's come forward, ease forward, and surrender into the shape on the side, inhabiting the body. Each breath is a doorway, a portal to inhabiting and presencing in the body. And that's the practice, isn't it? If we can stay attentive to the aliveness and the sensations unfolding in the body, then we know that we're in the here and the now. And next in breath, we'll come upright and let's step our left hand out to the left and reach up and over. Sometimes our top shoulder can drop a little forward and down. Let's keep the shoulders pretty level today and keep it a pretty pure side bend. Another breath. And we'll gently come upright. And if you're comfortable where you are with the legs, then just rest the hands on the lap, or maybe hands, fingertips to floor, or hands to feet, whatever position you're in. And for the last time in the practice today, just closing the curtains of the eyelids or softening the gaze, looking in, returning to self, taking a moment to acknowledge your practice. Thank you, dear ones, for sharing your practice. I love practicing with you. Have a beautiful day or a beautiful rest of your day. Peace, peace, peace. Thanks for practicing all the way to the end. Every practice I offer is possible thanks to the support of my patrons. So if you'd like to continue to support me as well as access full-length practices, meditations and pranayama, then sign up on Patreon. Thanks.